Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Big Check Energy. I'm Tiffany. I want to thank you first of all for stopping by. If this is your first visit, don't know how you found me, but I'm happy. If you have been here before, I really appreciate you giving me some time in your day because I'm just a random girl on the internet who likes to talk sometimes, just sometimes. If nothing else we've learned for these past few years, life is short. So I'm trying something new starting next month and it is what it is, right? Some people will frown at that and say, well, you weren't even there 3 years. You're a job hopper. Wah, wah, wah. And what's your point? And so here's my thing about being a job hopper. There are a lot of perks to being a job hopper. And I don't even like the term job hopper, but it's just the catchy thing to say. Some of the perks to actually exploring new opportunities more frequently than some others is you get to increase your pay a lot faster. Hey, you learn new skills, you try new software, you meet more people, you impact more things that you can then speak to on your resume, right? When you are ready to look for another job. You get to experience different company cultures. You learn a lot faster of what you will and won't accept. Those types of things are all perks. And specifically what I mentioned was that learning new tools and software, that piece comes in key depending on what type of position you have or what type of job you do. That has helped me tremendously being an HR director because I work in the technology space. So pretty much any HR system, I have used it. I know how to use it. I can jump in and boom, I can do that job. I don't have to go through a big learning curve, right? I try to look at it from the sense of there are some perks to being with a company long term. Of course, yes, you build the respect, you build those relationships. Maybe you're moving up, getting a 3 to 5% increase every year, maybe as much as 10%. But I wouldn't get a 25% pay increase in a matter of months staying with the same employer, right? So I just want people to be more open to what that really looks like and how that can really impact your success and your story long term. Shaming people for leaving somewhere in less than 3 years or 3 years or less is kind of silly in some situations. I'm 36, right? Well, as of today, I'm 36, right? I'm going to get older over time, but things will only get more expensive over time. Was I poor before? No. But 25% on top of what I'm already making damn sure feels good, okay? That is a major bill. That is potentially a car note. That is paying down debt faster. That is, I don't know, paying for a kid or savings or, I got my dad here. His stuff doesn't get any cheaper either because Medicare sucks sometimes. So I just want people to start thinking about what job hopping can really mean and what it can really do for you. Forget what the haters and the naysayers say. There is opportunity out there if you leverage your existing skills and what you've learned and what you've done in different places. Use what you've learned to get a bigger paycheck. Is it all about pay? No. But it damn sure makes a big impact. Money matters. It absolutely matters. You cannot pay a mortgage with love. I'm sorry, love is grand. But you can't take love to Wells Fargo and say, hey, I don't have the mortgage this month, but I got this love and compassion for you. No, it don't work that way. Things cost money. Gas costs money. Toilet tissue damn sure costs money. Paper towels cost money. Okay, so don't let people shame you just because they've put some sort of imaginary timestamp on how long you need to stay with your current employer. So I kind of felt compelled to come on here and talk to you all about this because it's something I've kind of had to tackle multiple times throughout my career. It has not held me back. I definitely have people ask me about it in the interview process. And like I tell them, my intention is to stay. It's always my intention to come in somewhere, learn it backwards and forwards, learn it from the ground up, build strong partnerships with leadership, build strong partnerships with key stakeholders and my colleagues and all of that. And it is true. That is true. That is not a lie. But sometimes you have to let go of what is comfortable and what is easy to step out on a limb and maybe get something more. Sometimes that works to your benefit. The fear, let that go. The risk of it all sometimes has a bigger payoff. I just kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about if you are a quote unquote job hopper. Number one, I want to know in the comments, what the shortest amount of time you all have stayed somewhere? I think this is always interesting when I ask people, and I've asked this on Instagram before, which, by the way, if you all are not following me on Instagram, please come find me there. It is pitch.hr, pitch.hr. That's on Instagram. That's the only other thing I use besides YouTube. But I would like to know in the comments down below, what's the shortest amount of time you have stayed with an employer? I want to do a little research and see what you all come with. When I did it before, some people said like 3 months. Somebody said 30 days. Somebody said 1 day, which I was like, I ain't mad at it. Because sometimes you get somewhere and they have sold you a bag of lies. Lies, lies, lies. Everything was a lie. I think people should stop doing that because people will quit. We're not afraid to quit on day 1 anymore. We're not afraid to quit on day 3, day 30. Yes, we know you've invested a lot of time in selecting the proper hire, but we're not, and when I say we, I mean the current workforce. We're not afraid, or we're not as afraid anymore, because everyone is hiring. Everyone is hiring and is struggling to keep the people that they have. So there's opportunity out there as long as you play your cards right, and as long as you got a bomb resume, which, by the way, if you need help with that, go to my website, pitchr.com. That's just pitchr.com. Check out the services there. But as long as you are presenting certain skills in a certain way, and if you're not lying, it is, I'm not going to say easy for you to get a job, but it is easier in today's climate to get a job. Let me know below the shortest amount of time you've stayed somewhere, because I've had to talk people and coach people through these types of conversations. But of course, it's easier to tell someone else how to do something than it is to kind of take your own advice sometimes. And one thing I have said to people is, I don't believe in staying in a bad marriage for the sake of the children. And by that, I'm just saying I don't believe in maintaining a negative relationship with your company just because, like, you got this imaginary amount of time you need to be with the company. Like, no, if you've been there a month, a day, a year, and it sucks, get out, because you will continue to age and tomorrow is not promised. We spend too much time at work for you to be miserable. And although that's not my situation, I am not miserable at all in my role. That is the case for a lot of people. And I don't want you all out here being battered and downtrodden employees to a company that is not loyal to you. So, and sorry, I'm looking at my screen to remind me of some things that I wanted to touch on. But like I said, bad marriage, get out, get out, get out, get out, because it will not do you any good. You will not get some badge of honor at the end of your tenure because you stayed with a crappy boss, a crappy company, and didn't have any work-life balance. So get out of that. Okay, don't be a long-suffering employee. We are not here to be long-suffering employees. We are here to be experts at what we do. We are here to excel, and we are here to do our jobs and go home. Okay, unless you are the owner of said company, you do not get a badge or some sort of special honor at the pearly gates because you stayed at your job 10 years. And in fact, if anything happens at your current company and you get let go, sometimes they look at you funny if you've been there too long. Sometimes they're like, can we teach this old pony some new tricks? See, I like to say pony instead of dog because people get offended by being called a dog. But can we treat this old pony some new tricks? It will behoove you to job hop if you can, and if it makes sense, and if you're not doing it just for the sake of doing it. Just be strategic. Be strategic. Don't be messy. Be strategic. And if the marriage goes sour, the professional marriage. If the professional marriage goes sour, I'm out. I'm out. Like I said, that's not my case right now, but it has been in the past. And if it goes sour, I'm out of there. I'm not staying in it for the sake of the children. I won't do it. That's how you start looking old and getting bags under your eyes, okay? So that's that on job hopping. What I will leave you all off here with is I've revamped the website a bit. If you go to pitchr.com, that is pitchr.com, I have sort of refreshed my homepage. I've added new service offerings and adjusted things a bit. Not only do I do resume writing, interview prep, I also do, LinkedIn services that falls under there as well. I do HR consulting, and it's not consulting in the typical capacity where I'm working with companies, consulting with them. I am consulting with regular everyday people like you. If you have a situation that has come up in the workplace and you would like some third-party, unbiased advice, please enlist the help of an HR consultant. It doesn't have to be me, but reach out to someone who can give you both perspectives. I am an employee, but I am also an HR professional. I am a certified HR professional with 9 years of HR specific experience. I've done benefits administration for some of our largest healthcare providers here in the Atlanta area as well. I have the degrees to back it up as well, one in business law and compliance and one in HR administration. And this is literally what I do for a living, okay? So I want people to be well equipped when they go into their interviews or they're navigating situations in the workplace, in particular with these HR consulting time slots. I'm doing them for 30 minutes right now. So go check them out if you have any interest. If you've got a tricky email that you know a manager is trying to set you up for the okie doke, you let me know, because I'm a wordsmith and I will get you together with the responses, and I'll get your manager together with the responses too. I've had to do it myself. People already know, don't play with me with the email game. So anything like that. Or if you're interested into getting into HR, you can book one of those 30-minute slots as well. It's think of it like an Ask Me Anything slot. I've added those. They're 30-minute windows. I think I have 2 appointments available each day. It's not every single day of the week, but I have 2 appointments available each day. It's pretty much first come, first serve. And then the last thing I've added on there is sort of a notary support setup, right? I get a lot of you who want to ask about the notary business and my experience as a notary, and I am not under any circumstances an expert at being a notary, right? I am a notary and I learn something new probably every time I go on an appointment. I get a different experience, right? So if you want to pick my brain on being a notary, I have appointments just for that as well. So you can all go book a session if you want to ask me about the notary business, my experience. I am available to you. And pretty much that's it. Or if you want more of me, please go follow my Instagram page, pitch.hr. That is where I am most of the time. Also, never be afraid to drop your comments and questions down here in the comment section. I try to reply to them all. Sometimes I think I miss a few. The alerts and notifications are a little wonky on here, but that's the best place to get me. This is the best place to get me. Or you can now set up a one-on-one chat with me and we can discuss anything you want. All right. Well, that's it. The girl is tired. My mouth is dry. I'm going to finish up some work tonight, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.